Do you have a problem? Can I help you with something? In last episode, we fought the inner dragon and freed the N. So in today's episode, we're able to get an elytra and some of those sweet shulker shells. And I would also like to build an axolotl sanctuary in Squishy's honor because, of course, Squishy did unfortunately get tragically blown up by a creeper in last episode. But I did explore the stronghold before I left it, and I didn't really find too many great things. I did find one library and ended up getting one cool enchanted book, and then I also found a really cool lush cave with a geode inside of it, and here are the coordinates for that now. And then I got another axolotl so that we're able to slowly populate our axolotl sanctuary that we'll be building later on in the episode. I wanted to come back to the base after fighting the inner dragon so I could replenish all of our supplies and clean out our inventory a little bit. And I also wanted to get all of the necessary items for being able to fly out of the end with our elytra. So I went ahead and got a mini book, an Unbreaking 3 book, some rockets, and also an anvil. So we're going to be able to fly out of the end with the elytra right away. And I did end up getting an Unbreaking 3 villager, and luckily it didn't take nearly as long as it took to get our looting villager, and his trade is only 1 emerald for 1 Unbreaking 3 book. Luckily our stronghold isn't that far away, so the journey to get here wasn't too bad, but I think I'm pretty much ready to go ahead and jump in the end. Maybe I should set my spawn first just to be safe. Oh, and apparently go to sleep. All right, and here we go. Hopefully we're able to find an End City, particularly with an End ship really quickly. But first I need to get an Ender Pearl, and you are going to be the lucky Enderman who's going to give me an Ender Pearl. Thank you. But I'm going to throw an Ender Pearl into the gateway so that I'm able to get out of it. I know you can do it with a trapdoor, but I figured that I'll just do it with an Ender Pearl. And I should have probably brought some building blocks, but honestly, I completely forgot about it. So I guess I'm just going to be using these building blocks. Okay, I truly hate how close our gateway is to the edge. Why does it have to be so close to the edge? And I made a cute but kind of scary staircase going all the way to the gateway. I just really don't like how close to the edge it is. And then we just need to throw a little Ender Pearl, and I think we're good to go. Oh, okay. Let's try again. Okay, well, why isn't that working? Oh, okay, I did it. Oh my gosh, why do I have to spawn so close to the edge? I don't get it. This is exciting. Hopefully we can find something really soon. But why am I on the smallest island ever? Literally right by the edge. Why? I need to remember those coordinates so that I can come back here. And then I'm also going to turn up my render distance just a little bit so that hopefully we can find something pretty soon. Oh, I think that is an End ship, if I'm not mistaken, at least an End City. So it looks like we're going that way. We are going to need to bridge a far way over there. Literally, I swear, I have like the weirdest end ever. Why is this spawn so bad? Now that I look at it, I actually don't think it has an End ship, which is so sad, but we are definitely going to still explore it and get shulker shells. Also, shulker shells is the hardest thing for me to say. Say shulker shells 3 times fast. I definitely couldn't do it. All right, we have made it over to the main island, and we're going to explore that End City, even though it doesn't have an End ship, which makes me a little sad. It's such a big End City. I'm honestly pretty shocked that it doesn't have a ship. Oh, and do I have to go and staircase over or bridge over? No, we're good. Oh, there's another one over there. Okay, does that one have an End ship? Oh, I don't think I see one. That is, again, another really big End City, and it doesn't have a ship. Yeah, I don't think it has one. That's so sad. Okay, well, I guess we're getting a bunch of shulker shells today. Don't worry, though. I won't give up until we have ourselves an elytra. I did bring some potions of slow falling, just in case anything gets particularly hairy, but I have... Okay. And so it begins. I do have feather falling 4, so I'm not too worried about falling. Oh, a great view from up here? What is that achievement? Okay, not the best loot in that chest. What about this one? Okay, you know, you love to see it. At least the gold is nice. I am always running out of gold. I mean, we already have 7 shulker shells from this one room, so that's pretty good. I know that I'm missing some on the outside, and there's a bunch here still, but honestly, I'm not going to try to get like all of them necessarily, just kind of the easy ones to get, because they're so annoying, and honestly, if I don't have to fight them any longer than I have to, then I'm not going to. Luckily, they don't really hurt, they're just annoying. Okay, we got ourselves 2 diamonds, and this one diamond pickaxe. That's not too bad. And then an inner chest. Okay, this is rude. But this is actually our first inner chest of the world, so I will definitely take that for myself. We're leaving the end city with 14 shulker shells, and I know I didn't get all of them, but the ones that teleport on the outside are so annoying, and honestly, I just could not be bothered. So now it's time to go over this one, and I'm just going to look in some of the chests that are easy to access and kill the shulkers that are easy to get to, but I'm not going to do any kind of deep exploration. Hopefully whenever we get to this one, we're able to find another end city, and hopefully it will have an end ship. And, you know, while I'm just flying up and up and up, there is another end city over there with an end ship. So that is where we're going to get our very first elytra. I'm now leaving this end city, and we have a total of 19 shulker shells, but I'm eager to go to this one with the actual end ship. I know the loot inside of end cities is actually pretty good because you can get some pretty good enchanted diamond gear, but honestly, like, I already have good enchanted diamond gear, so I don't know, I just don't see like much of a reason to loot all of them like so much, you know? I say that and then we're gonna fall into the void and then I won't have any more diamond gear, but you know. Ooh, there's another end city over there too. I wonder if that one has an end ship. We're getting pretty lucky with finding a bunch of end cities. And they're all pretty close together too. This one is actually a pretty small end city. It's just a little bitty, but it does have an end ship. So that's pretty cool. That one over there is giant. It's so big. Let me go ahead and take these shulkers out. And then I honestly think I'm just going to tower up to the end ship. I hope I have enough blocks for this. I honestly might not. Look, we made it! Yay! Our first elytra! Sky's the limit. I'm so excited. Ooh, whoa. That's a lot of diamonds. Oh, and some beaver seeds, my favorite. Okay. Now, I'm so glad that I came prepared because now we can actually fly with our elytra right away. Look at us in our snazzy elytra. I'm so excited. Yay, 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 yay. And then we just need to go ahead and grab this little dragon head. That's, of course, over the void because why wouldn't it be? Yay. And then now we have the dragon head. We're so fancy. I love this. But I'm going to go ahead and put my helmet on because honestly, I don't think it suits me, you know? And I don't think that giant end city over there has an end ship, or I would go over there and get a second elytra, but I don't see an end ship, I don't think. It's huge, but no end ship. And that is where we just came from. So honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and head home. I have 21 shulker shells. I have an elytra. I have 8 diamonds. I have a dragon's head. We have lots of goodies. And honestly, I don't think I could really want any more. So that means it's time for our first flight. I feel like it's been forever since I've had an elytra. So I'm really happy. And there's our little gateway. Perfect. And also, like, look how tiny our little islands are. Like, why are they so tiny? We have the goods. We are ready to go home. I'm just so happy that we have an elytra finally. Whee! Time to go back home with our fancy elytra. And I'm going to fly home with our elytra too, and we get to see our base from the sky. Your world just really opens up whenever you have an elytra, you know? First overworld flight, let's go! Wow. It just feels so special getting to fly in this world, in particular with an elytra. It's just so special. Like, we've really earned this. Oh, I'm so happy. Ooh, Ooh, there's acacia over there. Maybe we can just do a little peek, you know, just a little peek. And there's a swamp. Okay, I'm pretty sure this might be the acacia and swamp that we found way back when in like episode 2 or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the first swamp that we've ever found. Yes, I definitely recognize this place. This is where we looked for the slime whenever we were trying to get some frogs. Also, I need to be a little bit sparing with my rockets because this is literally all I have right here. You know, I'm just always looking for that mangrove swamp, and if we could find a mangrove swamp, I would be so happy, but I don't think we'll find one in today's episode, unfortunately. Though, look at this shattered savanna. That's pretty cool. But I'm actually going to go ahead and head home right now. Look at all those pumpkins. That's a lot of pumpkins. Oh, and here's our wandering trader friend that we got our very first leads from. Okay, I just get so nostalgic whenever I see things from past episodes. I'm not sure why. Look at this mountain. I knew that it kind of had like a crater in the center, but it looks so cool from the air. And here's our base. It looks so cool. Wow. Oh, we have to make that wheat field so much bigger, for sure. That it looks so small. It needs to be huge. And our cute little pumpkins and our villagers. Wow, I love this world so much. And now time to throw all my junk in a random chest because I have kind of thrown organizing completely out the window. I really have to make a storage building. That's definitely on my list coming up because it's just so full, and honestly, it's not fun to organize in chests that are just scattered around the place. I want it to be a little bit more organized in this. Also, don't you love my cactus farm? It honestly works pretty well. So I was thinking for our axolotl sanctuary that maybe I want to put it in the side of the mountain. I want it to be kind of a cavern, almost like our little nether portal spring, but completely concealed. So I don't want it to be open to the sky or anything. A little bit like our enchantment setup over there. So imagine a giant version of that one with water everywhere and a custom tree and a squishy statue and axolotls running everywhere, and they will be 100% safe. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe over there, that's like a cute little pocket that we could definitely fit it. And then we can kind of clear out this land a little bit and make some kind of cute entrance, put a giant hole here, and it will kind of be slowly sloping down to our giant cavern. That's what I'm thinking, and this project is going to take so much building and digging. I'm going to be building and digging for days, and thank goodness that I do have efficiency 5 and efficiency 4 on my tools that I'm going to need to dig with, and also mending. So it's going to be a little bit more pleasant than some of our other digging projects that we had in the beginning of the series when I just had iron tools. Also on my to-do list, make some kind of sugarcane farm that's a little bit more official than this, and then also a gunpowder farm. That's definitely on my to-do list. Also, this achievement that we got, great view from up here, is from levitating up 50 blocks from attacks of a shulker. Yeah, I was definitely in the air for a little bit. I went ahead and made a couple of shulker boxes so that we can put all of the materials that we're going to get from this huge dig project into the shulker boxes because I know our pockets are going to get so full so fast. I'm not going to dig down too deep because I don't really want to have to go down that deep and dig down that deep, but I do want it to be a little ways down. But the biggest thing is that it's going to be really big. I want it to be able to fit a pretty good sized custom tree inside of it. So I guess let's go ahead and get to digging. This is going to take a long time. I've done most of the initial digging, So this is the idea. We will go through this tunnel and then kind of loop around to the main cavern. I will make this all slabs and stairs and stuff so that we don't actually have to jump up and down it, but I will get to that eventually. I think the next step that I want to do is get this custom tree in. So I don't know if I want to make this cavern bigger. I think I'm happy with the height for the most part, but with a custom tree in, I'm not sure if I'm going to want to make the cavern bigger. So that's why I want to get it in now so I can see if I do need to expand it. So I have a shulker box here full of things that I want to use to decorate the cavern. And I think I'm going to make a kind of azalea tree because axolotls do live in the lush cave after all. And I think an azalea tree would definitely make sense. So I'm going to try just a couple of things here. As you know, I am still very much a beginner when it comes to custom trees. So, we're just going to try a couple things out. Honestly, I think I'm really happy. What? Did I make a pretty good custom tree? I think I did. I definitely want to sprinkle in some flowering azalea leaves for sure, and also some glowberries, but it's not too bad. Okay, cool. Wow, I am pretty pleased with myself for sure. So maybe we'll go ahead and sprinkle in some glowberries just to get some lighting going because it's still very dark in this cavern and we want to make it really lit up and pretty. I can't wait till those glowberries start growing because it's going to look really cool once it's all lit up. So now to replace this stone with some grass blocks, and I'll probably sprinkle in some moss here, but for now, I think I just want to start adding some grass. Now, I think the next step is to probably work on the ceiling and the walls before we work on the floor, because the floor is mostly going to be water. So if I add water in it right now, it's going to be kind of tedious to work on the rest of it. So I want to sprinkle in a little bit of cobblestone and some mossy cobblestone. I have a stone cutter here so we can make some variations in blocks. So add some slabs and some stairs. I think that will help a lot. I need to get all of this granite out and the andesite out. And I think what I want to do with the texturing is to kind of add patches rather than just random blocks sprinkled throughout. This is kind of what we're going to be going for whenever I am detailing the walls. I want to add some moss, I think. And then I want to make sure that I'm adding plenty of variations along the bottom. I also have to do the same thing at the top, which is going to be a little bit tedious because I have to tower all the way up there in order to do that. But I've started working on it around here. I'm not going to detail the floor until we actually have the water in though. All right, and this is how we are looking at the moment with all of the texturing on the walls. And then I did a little bit of texturing on the ceiling and started to plant some glowberries up there. And I will definitely expand the glowberry situation on the ceiling, but I just ran out of glowberries, so I will definitely plant more whenever I have more. I'm just really running low on moss. I have 13 blocks of moss and that's literally it. So I think what I'm going to do is actually spread the moss out on the floor, and that's how I'm going to kind of create variation in the pond is with moss. At least that's the plan. I think I need to get some more bone meal for sure. So let me go ahead and go get some more. Also, while I'm out here and back in our base, I want to see how the pumpkin and melon farm is doing. I've been working for a long time now, so I would assume that it's probably doing pretty good. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. 2 stacks plus some more pumpkins and then a bunch of melon slices. Okay, that's not too bad. And actually, in between episodes, I traded with the villagers a little bit and I had over a stack of pumpkins and then I think a stack of melons too. So I think adding the light definitely made the farm more productive. So thank you for everyone who said that tip because that definitely helped a lot. So I think first things first, I want to add the water everywhere. So let me go ahead and spread all this water out. And honestly, I'm going to have to add some lighting on the walls because the torches on the floor are about to go away. Why is spreading water around actually so much fun? Honestly, it should not be this fun, but for some reason, I just am having a grand old time. So this is kind of the plan. I'm going to dig down and place some moss and oh no. Oh no, I thought the moss was going to spread around. I guess it doesn't do that under the water. Oh, I was going to do that and then punch some moss blocks around and add variation in the pond like that. That kind of sucks. Well, I guess we're not getting moss that way. I just made my job so much harder. I know back here is kind of this little cave system. So maybe I'll just spread moss around like this, and then this is how I will get my moss. I need some kind of moss machine for sure. I should definitely make some kind of automatic moss farm thing because I definitely use moss enough for it to be pretty beneficial. Now I have some moss to at least get us started. Now I need to start adding some depth and variety in the actual pond and maybe add some moss around the walls. And here we have our axolotl sanctuary fully complete. I love how it turned out. I think it looks so magical and so cozy for the little axolotls. I really wanted to put an axolotl statue inside of here and maybe have it be kind of a fountain, but honestly, I just didn't really have enough space for it, and I prioritized the tree over the statue, so if I wanted to do the statue, I should have probably prioritized that instead, but I'm really happy with how the tree turned out, so I'm not too disappointed. And I went ahead and moved Strawberry here, so this is little Strawberry, and then the axolotl that I got while I was looking in the stronghold is right over here somewhere. Oh, here he is. And we named him Squashy in Squishy's honor. And I think that is a little bit morbid, but I honestly love it so much. So thank you for that name suggestion. I think it's very fitting. So now we have 2 axolotls inside of our axolotl sanctuary, and hopefully they will be 100% safe in here. So far, I haven't seen them try to get on the little island or anything. I'm pretty sure everything should be mostly safe for the most part. Even if they do try to get up here, I don't think they'll stay up here for very long. I think honestly, they're just going to want to swim around in the pond. And then we have some spore blossoms and all of the particle effects, and it really, really adds to the vibe of this little sanctuary. I'm just so happy with it, and I love how it turned out. My original vision of this in my head, I was definitely thinking of it being bigger, but honestly, this took a while just building this, and I'm really happy with the size of it. I think it turned out so well, right, Squashy and Strawberry? I want to get a ton of axolotls in here, and I want them to be swimming around everywhere. I need to get some tropical fish so that we can start to breed them. I want to get definitely a brown one and all the other colors. Maybe at some point we can try to get the rare one, but for now, I think I'll just breed them up and maybe collect some axolotls here and there as I see them. Oh, okay, there's Strawberry right here, but I think she'll be fine. I don't think they're going to stay on these little ledges for too long. Definitely let me know what you think. And if you think that I should make it to where they can't get up on the ledges at all, definitely let me know and I'll make that happen. But I just can't imagine that they would stay there long enough for it to hurt them, you know? And then the little pathway going to the surface, I just kind of terraformed it and textured it a little bit. It's nothing special, but I think it works. And I also worked on the entrance a bit. Again, nothing too crazy. I definitely want to do something out here for sure. So if you have any ideas, definitely let me know. I kind of like how we have this tree just growing here all by itself. And I like the flowers and the bushes. So definitely let me know what I should do outside of the sanctuary. Let me know what you think about it. Should I make it to where the axolotls can't get on the ledges? Definitely let me know. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on them, and hopefully they will be safe and they won't do any kind of funny business. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I think I'm going to end it here. In next episode, we definitely need to start working on maybe a gunpowder farm or a sugarcane farm or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but we will see. But feel free to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!